everybody! This is my second video for you guys today. Oh my goodness! And I have a tip. I have a really good tip. It has nothing to do with sewing, nothing to do with quilting, and nothing to do with embroidery. But it's a really good tip, I promise. Last night, I decided to make chili. I have this chili recipe called Grandma's Chili that Terry told me about many moons ago. And I've made it 100 times since she told me about it, and so is she. We really love it. But you have to put chili powder in it. And you have to put like up to 2 tablespoons of chili powder in it. Well, I always double the recipe. So I don't like a lot of chili powder, so I usually double the recipe and just do 2 tablespoons of chili powder. Well, my spices are all on this roundabout thing that turns around and around and around in my cupboard. And I had 2 bottles next to each other. And I guess I decided not to read the labels for some reason. And you know how chili powder and cayenne pepper are the same color? And I looked up there and I saw what was inside. I thought, oh, that's chili powder, and I just grabbed one. And I opened it up and I put 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, 3 teaspoons, 4 teaspoons, 5 teaspoons, 6 teaspoons in my chili on the stove. Now, you know, 3 teaspoons is a tablespoon, right? So that totals 2 tablespoons. Well, then I went to put the lid back on it, and I noticed it said, well, no, it wasn't even then. I put the lid on it, and I went to put it back up in the cabinet, and I sat it down. And then I thought, oh, I might as well get the red pepper. So I looked up there and I went, well, there's red pepper right there. I thought, didn't I just put that bottle there? Maybe it was the one next to it. The one next to it was chili powder. I thought, maybe I put the chili powder there. But it seems like I just put that red pepper there. So I ran over to the pot, and I licked my finger and I stuck it in the powder. Had not stirred it in yet, thank God. And I licked my finger and I put my finger in it and I tasted it. Well, then my tongue turned on fire and my head blew off. And I thought, oh my God, this is going to be the hottest chili on earth. So I went and I got a big spoon and I tried to scoop out all of that pepper, that cayenne pepper. You're only supposed to put a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, you guys. A 1/4 teaspoon. I put 2 tablespoons. So I thought I got it all. But I went over and dumped that down the garbage disposal. I didn't put any more pepper, and I went and got the chili powder and put the chili powder in. So I stirred it up and cooked it. Well, it tasted a little while later and it was so hot. Steam came out my ears. So I thought, well, I'll add a little more tomato sauce. I'll add a little water. I'll add a little V8 juice. And so I just kept adding stuff. And I finally got it so it was edible, at least. I thought it was. And so when Jerry got home, I fixed our dinner and I gave him his bowl of chili and my bowl of chili and the cornbread and all that stuff. And he started eating it. And he said, boy, this chili sure is hot. I said, I know, I accidentally got too much hot pepper in it. I said, I think I'm going to have to add some more ingredients to it. And he said, I think you're going to have to add a fire extinguisher to it. So tip of the day, read the label before you put stuff in your chili, okay? Alright, so this video, now that I got through with that, has to do with my Edyta Sitar Seasonal Silhouettes quilt and what I called her fusible cutouts. I talked about them the other day and a lady said, fusible cutouts, what are those? Well, I thought I'd kind of explained it before, but you know, if you just watch my videos and you don't read my blog, you miss a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to show you how it works, all right? Here's the book, Seasonal Silhouettes. There are patterns in here. I'm getting ready to make block number 8, so I'm going to tear out block number 8. Look at how that just tears out of the book. I've already torn out the other 7 or 8 blocks. I'm not making them in order, and I think I'm actually up to block number 9. Okay, so here it is. This is what it's going to look like. I have it upside down. So this is a mailbox with 2 letters in it. Okay? So, if you guys just go by the book, you can trace these designs of the flowers in the mailbox and the letters and the leaves and everything, you can trace them on Wonder Under or Steam a Seam 2 or Heat and Bond, whatever you use, and then you can go cut them out and then you can make the quilt that way. Or, if you like, super fast and easy, I don't know if there's any other quilter out there that offers this in their patterns, but Edyta Sitar offers what she calls silhouettes, laser cut fusible shapes for applique. And in this case, not only are the fusible shapes in the little packages, the background piece is in the package. Yay! So I don't have to strain my brain trying to figure out what to do for the background because Edyta's already done it. And if you don't know Edyta Sitar, go to laundrybasketquilts.com. I promise you, you're going to love, love, love her. Click on her blog and go look at her blog. She goes to Indonesia or India or somewhere where they make the batiks, and she has a very lovely video of how these gorgeous batiks are made. Okay, so now you see that I've taken the background block out. I think I showed this the other day. Seems like, you know, I forget what videos I do. But since somebody asked me about it, I'm going to do it again. If you've already seen it, turn me off and go watch something else. Learn how to crochet, learn how to make jewelry, learn how to knit, buy a craftsy class. Oh my goodness, the internet's so wonderful and so horrible. All right, now, I don't know if y'all have used batiks before, but usually one side is a little lighter than the other side. And so I'm going to look at both sides and see what I like and see if I want the up or the down up or the back up or the right up or whatever. I think I'm going to do it this way. I think I'm going to do it this way. Okay, so now you can use a light box if you want to, but I'm finding that with the batiks, it's really hard to see through to this, even with a light box. Plus, I don't have a light box big enough to hold it flat. Plus, remember I make my outline all the way around the block, 1 inch in, because she's going to have you cut this down. It's bigger than it's going to be in the final quilt, and she's going to have you cut it down. So when I'm putting all these shapes on here, I want to make sure that I don't get them too far out on the edges, so they're going to end up being chopped off when I start sewing sashings and borders onto this quilt. How sad would that be? And good grief, if I can't even get the cayenne pepper right in the chili. Phew. I have to be really careful on this. Okay, so then you want to mark the center, which I just did. You saw me press it. And I folded it in half and in half. And on this big picture, there's a center right there. Okay? So I know that in the center, how you're going to arrange the post of the mailbox about 1 inch away from it, and this leaf goes right over it, and I kind of put it all together by using that, okay? So what are pre-cut fusible shapes? Let me show you. Now these, they're all separate by block, so all of these go to the mailbox block, okay? So here's the mailbox, already cut out. Here's the lid to the mailbox. So it goes, oh, something, how does it go? Something like that. Lid to the mailbox, what is this? Another part of the mailbox. Flowers, see the flowers? Can you imagine how much fun this would be to have to cut out all by yourself? And this, and this, and this. That's a letter, evidently. And this is a letter. How cute. And she gives you all kinds of tips in her book. And one of her tips is to take the envelope that's going to be sticking out of this mailbox and write an address on it. How cute is that? Oh my gosh, I just love it. I'm going to address it to myself. Who else? So see, you take the pre-cut piece and you just bend it. Now Edyta Sitar does this so easy. She just goes, and it works. But when I do it, it doesn't quite work. Now you know, I said yesterday that I got a defective block, and what I meant was, when I peeled it off, see it's all shiny on the back, that's all sticky stuff, heat and bond. Well, one of the ones that I did, when I put it down and ironed it, it didn't stick. I don't know, I didn't notice it, but evidently part of the sticky was gone. Anyhow, she's agreed to send me a whole new block for that one, so that was very nice. But look at these shapes, you guys. Look at this shape. How'd you like to cut out half a dozen of those out of fabric? Expensive? Yes, expensive. This is a completely other quilt right here in this box. This box of pre-cut fusible shapes was $125, okay? So I am not telling you it's cheap, but if your time is worth anything, oh my gosh, and somebody else choosing the fabrics, and Edyta Sitar is just amazing at it. She chooses the fabrics, you get them all pre-cut, all already fusible. It saves you hours and hours and hours and hours. How much is your time worth, you guys? And sometimes you can get these on sale. I got this on sale, but the quilt shop was going out of business, so I got a real good price on them. I doubt that you're going to find that unless you find a quilt shop going out of business. But let me see, where do they sell them? Do they sell them at Applique Quilt? No, Applique Quilt sells dies for them. They sell dies for these things, but I don't want dies for them. I want them already done. Because you know how many times you're going to make the same quilt. So inside here are all these packages of pre-cut shapes, and these go to a quilt pattern called Flower Box. Okay? So that's what they are. That's the pre-cut fusibles, and that's what they are. So I'll let you go because I want to get this quilt all done today. I want to get all the blocks done except for the one she's going to replace, and then I'm going to start sewing around them. And I'll even show you how I do that once I get started, okay? So, bye for now.